Yo, what is up guys, Chris is here, and today I'm going to show you guys how to do a 2D text thumbnail for any video. This is very simple, and I'm going to show you guys how to do it. So, yeah, but what we're going to do first is get Photoshop. I'm using Photoshop CC 2015, I think. And you're gonna get a nice background. I'm using this nice blue background that I created by just clicking gradient and making a gradient. But you can get any type of background off Google. If we just go on Google right here and type in gradient background, go to images. As you can see, there's tons. But yeah, so once you have your background, gonna go select this. You're gonna want to get a font. I'm gonna use Otaku Rant. This is a decent font. You want to get like a nice big bulky font that looks nice. But yeah, you're gonna wanna just place down text, and you're gonna make this say anything you want it to say. So I'm gonna make it say 2D text, and I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna add another thing of text and make this say tutorial. And I don't know why it's glitching, but it's just Photoshop being Photoshop. And then for tutorial, I'm actually gonna make this a little bit bigger. Now that you have your text, we're gonna actually get into the options of how to make this look good, how to make it look like this. This is what if you didn't know, this is what we're gonna do. But yeah, and then here's another one with the picture put in, and I'm gonna also show you how to do the picture. But yeah, so once you have your text, you're gonna separate this a little because it's gonna be big and bulky. And now you're gonna right click whatever one you want to do first, blending options. It's gonna open up this. Yours might look a little bit different, but just follow me on this. You're gonna find something that says gradient overlay, click it, and it's gonna bring up black and white. You can change this to whatever color you want. I'm just gonna do black and white for the sake of this tutorial, and then I think on tutorial I'm gonna make it blue and white gradient so it looks nice like that. You're just gonna click OK once you have your gradient. Turn down the opacity. Make sure this is on normal. Scale doesn't really matter, just keep that to 100. Yeah, once you turn down the opacity and it looks nice, that is all done. You're gonna go ahead and click stroke. This is when it adds the big and bulky part. The stroke basically. You can do a color or a gradient. If you do a gradient, which doesn't really look nice, you're gonna want to do like 2 shades of black. So basically like a very dark gray and black. But just for the sake of this tutorial, I'm gonna do a simple color, black. Now you're gonna make sure this is outside, and for this you're gonna make it do whatever. I usually do mine from 30 to 60, depending on what size font you use. Like, yeah, but for this I'm just gonna do 40. I think that looks nice for the black part. And once you're done with that, there's one more thing we're gonna add. This makes this little inner glow here, and it's called inner glow. You're gonna select that, copy these settings. You can change up the size a little bit if you want. It really doesn't matter. And then once you have these settings done, you're gonna want to make default, so that way every time you don't have to change it. So yeah, once you have that, you're gonna click OK, and now we have this 2D text. You're gonna right click, rasterize layer style, and this will rasterize your layer and the layer style. Now we're gonna do this one. We're basically gonna do the same thing, but a different color for the gradient. So for the gradient, instead of doing black, I'm gonna do a nice aqua blue. Or maybe that looks nice. Yeah, then click OK. Lower down the opacity a little bit again. And then for the stroke, basically the same thing. I'm gonna increase the size just because this is a different, size of the font. And then inner glow, just a regular, increases to 24, now 20, Let's do 20, I guess. Yeah, that looks decent. I'm actually gonna, yeah, that looks pretty good. We're gonna rasterize the layer again. And then now what we're gonna do is hold down Control on your keyboard and click E. This will bring those all those things together, so it's one layer. And see, yes, I still am recording. Now you're gonna right click blending options for this, and this is the easiest part basically. You're just gonna click stroke, change the color to white, all the way white. You could do like, I don't know, like I guess that if you want, but for the sake of this tutorial I'm just gonna be doing white. Size to like 10 or like 15, not as big as the black, very, very small. I think this looks nice. Now you're pretty much done. Let's see, there's anything else we want to add to this? No, I don't think there is. Just click OK. Now that you're done with that, you're going to rasterize the layer style again. And we're going to go back to blending options. I know. Now that the whole thing is all fit together, we're going to add a little drop shadow. You can adjust this in whatever way you want. Drop shadows are really endless. I'm just going to do it to where it's like sticking up a little bit. That looks nice. It's very subtle, but you can still tell it's there. Click OK. We're gonna rasterize the layer style again, go back to blending options, and now we're gonna add an outer glow. This is very optional, but I don't know, you could do this if you want, but there's actually a better way to add an outer glow, so we're just gonna cancel. We're gonna hold down Control and click J on your keyboard. Now it's gonna make 2. For you're gonna put the copy under the regular one. For the copy, you're gonna go to Filter, Blur, Gauge and Blur, and this will actually add a glow. But since I have a drop shadow, I'm not gonna do this. You can do this if you don't add a drop shadow. It just looks nice, but I don't think it fits with the drop shadow in my opinion, because they're both like shadows. But yeah. So I'm just trying to show you guys like what you can do with this. Options are really endless. But yeah, this looks decent, I guess. I mean, you could add like a vignette. There's probably better ways to add a vignette, but let's just put this to 500. This is how I do vignettes. Just very, I don't know, it's just, you know, this is my way of doing things. But yeah, we're gonna add that. Let's soft light, find one that looks nice. I think overlay looks decent. Turn that opacity down a little bit. So yeah, now you have your thumbnail. And this looks very simple, but very like appealing. I don't know, I just think this looks good. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. To save this, you're gonna File, Save As, go to your desktop or wherever you save your pictures. Make this PNG and name it whatever you want. I'm just gonna name it Tutorial for YouTube. Save. Okay, and it's gonna save it to your desktop, and then here we go. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my first tutorial I've ever done in my whole life. Actually just gonna put these in my GFX stuff, but yeah, if you did, make sure to leave a like. I know I'm not the greatest at tutorials, I'm pretty bad, but nonetheless, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys all later. Goodbye.